Good morning. Today we are going to talk about A-stable multivibrator using operational amplifier IC741. So this particular introduction page is displayed to you just to understand what exactly we are going to do. Okay. So necessary circuit diagram is been shown in figure, and it shows that it is connected with 8-pin op-amp IC with respective terminals connected to each other. So you can see that negative terminal that is indicated, positive terminal that is indicated, output terminal indicated by V0. So you can see that there are numbers to each terminal. Number 2 is called inverting terminal, number 3 is called non-inverting terminal, and number 6 is called output. To make this possible, we need the following components. We have op-amp IC741 which is an 8-pin IC. Then we have a capacitor of capacity 0.047 microfarad. Then we have 3 10 kilo ohm resistance. You can see the color code is brown, black and orange. So as per circuit diagram, we have connected our circuit in following ways. So you can see, I'll show you with a pointer. This is IC, and there are resistances connected to respective terminals according to circuit diagram, and this IC is connected from terminal number 7 to terminal number 4 with our dual power supply. Okay, so this dual power supply is providing us plus 15 volts and minus 15 volts input at terminal number 7 and 4 respectively, and the middle terminal, the green one, is ground terminal. So we connect these components together according to circuit diagram, and now we connect our terminal number 6, that is output terminal, to CRO, right? And on switching on the power supply, what we get is this, right? So you can see that we are getting a square wave. So why we are able to get this square wave? Just because we are trying to make sure that our op-amp runs in a saturation mode. So what is saturation mode? Saturation mode means whenever we apply positive and negative input voltage to our op-amp, it oscillates. The states oscillate between two output stages, that is plus Vsat and minus Vsat. So as soon as that state gets saturated, it jumps down to the other state. So you can see that there are two states, high state and low state, but they are not stable. Therefore, it is called A-stable multivibrator. And multivibrator means it is continuously oscillating. Therefore, we will get continuous square wave as an output if we connect CRO at pin number 6 for our op-amp 741 IC when this particular circuit is in effect. Okay, so what does this particular circuit consist of? So let's look at the circuit once again. So you can see that the circuit is connected with pin number 2 is connected with resistance R, and capacitor C is connected along with it. Then R1 and R2, these are the two resistors which are connected through terminal number 6 to pin number 3. So you can see the R1 and R1 is grounded from 3, and R2 rises from terminal number 3 and connects pin number 6 at where the feedback resistor R is connected. So this particular paper shows that we have chosen these values. C is equal to 0.047, R1 is equal to 10 kilo ohms, R2 is equal to 10 kilo ohms, and R3 is again 10 kilo ohms. So we are observing for 10 kilo ohm is equal to R2 equal to 10 kilo ohm and capacitor equal to 0.047. So we will write the T observed value. So what is time period? So here you can see ma'am is trying to show you what is time period. So here this particular point. Right. So now signal is grounded, the ground is removed, then appears the square wave. So now you can see time period is measured from this end to this end. Okay, So this particular point is called time taken when the op-amp is in stable state. So it is in stable state for this much time. So if we calculate this distance and multiply with this time base, you can see there is a TB here. You can see this TB. This TB is 0.5 milliseconds. So this distance multiplied by this 0.5 milliseconds will get the total time period that we will record here in T observed. So once we record this in T observed, we can compare that value with the value which is calculated from formula. So you can see if I come back and show you that there is a formula at bottom. So you can see T is equal to 2RC ln 2 R1 plus R2 upon R2. So if we solve this, we will get expected value of time period and we will record that value in adjacent table, which is here, right? So accordingly we will try different combinations of resistance and capacitors. Then we will observe time period and we will record expected as well as observed time period. So this is what we want to do. But the ultimate result that we are going to get out of this is we are going to get a square wave. And why we need square wave? Because we want to show that this op-amp can work as a astable multi-vibrator. As we finish our observation table, we can record our observations and finish our table, and then we can trace a waveform in this given section, and that waveform will be treated as a reference, and you can plot that waveform on a graph paper as ma'am is already been doing it for you. So once it is done, it will be sticked on this place, and this paper will be presented to you on group. Thank you so much. Okay, sorry for this. What I said is I forgot to show you input waveform. So this input waveform is seen like this. Okay, so we are going to draw this on our paper. Then we are going to draw our output waveform. Okay, so what you can see here is this particular input waveform is applied at pin number 2. So you can see now I have connected my CRO here at pin number 2 and I am checking my input waveform like this. So why I am doing this? Because I know the input waveform is a triangular wave, a sawtooth wave, and my output is square wave. So if I show you, if I switch my CRO pin from pin number 2, which is here, to pin number 6, then you will see the change in waveform. Okay, so I'll demonstrate that for you. Yeah, so this is where I have connected now. So you can see this is here, and now the waveform is again it is back, right? So you can see input and output waveform simultaneously, but unfortunately we do not have both the channels working for CROs, therefore we have to switch among both, right? So you just have to think that the input waveform is a sawtooth waveform and output waveform is a square wave waveform, right? Which is a great thing, because this particular device is converting our analog signal into digital one, right? Therefore we are calling it multi-vibrator circuit. Thank you so much. I'll post the photos and the video on YouTube. Thank you so much.